Hi, how are you?
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited to speak to you. I was like, oh, I've been talking to you, but I was like, I always like to put the face there. Nice to finally meet you, like face to face, sort of.
Yeah, right, as best as we can do. Where are you these days?
I'm in London. Where are
Oh,
you?
I am in Florida. Super hot.
Yeah, I feel like I've been wanting to move to Florida, but I was thinking about moving there this time last year around this time, and then I figured I heard it's just very like humid during this time, so I was like, I'll wait. I'll probably move there in January, February. I think it's better,
Yeah,
right?
it'd be much nicer to come. That's like mid-season, the best time for
Yeah,
sure. But
okay. That's
yeah.
cool. Well, yeah, thank you for, hopping on this call. I wanted to just kind of get more insight on like your journey with Amazon FBA. I read the whole thing, you losing like some money with the first product, and I felt like it was just inspiring to share that because there's a lot of people who lose like money at the start, and that's just kind
I'm
of
sure
yeah, it's just part of business, right?
it
And
is.
the thing is, it's like a lot of people give up because they're like, well, I lost $1,000 or I lost 500, I lost 2,000. Like, and I think it's important to share like stories like yourself because
Yeah, the struggles too.
yeah,
Yeah,
because yeah, there's struggles, and I mean, you've been through the process, and you didn't make it with the first product, but you did with the second one. And
right.
I really liked your second product. And yeah, if you want to share, things about like your journey, and then if you're okay with it, my team wanted me to ask you a couple questions at the end.
Yeah, definitely.
It's more about like your more stuff about your journey, but just like three questions. So if you want to go ahead and just let me know how, just be open with me how your journey has been with Amazon since the start up until now.
Yeah, so I mean, I feel like this is something that I have truly wanted to do for 10 plus years. When I first learned about it, it felt like this beyond overwhelming thing that I had no idea how to approach, what to do. Was also very deep in other projects, still in school at that point. It just didn't feel like the right time, but it was always in the back of my mind. And I can vividly remember coming back. I had actually like just gotten back from Greece. I saw one of your videos and I was like, this is it. This is the time. Like, look at this woman. She is living her dream life. She is doing exactly what she wants to do every single day. I am so obsessed with this. And it was like, and this is the sustainable path that I want to create. I have severe endometriosis. So, about 4 years ago, I had a really intense excision surgery and hysterectomy. It took about a year and a half to recover. I had built a nonprofit that was $500,000 a year, very sustainable, really well run. But all of these things between COVID and my health really like came at the same time. I had to step away from the company. I had to focus on my health. And that was really difficult. And it made me really realize at the time I have to build something sustainable for myself so that when I have to step back and I'm not able to have a very productive day, it's okay. And like the next day then can be a fantastic supercharged day, but I don't have to feel super stressed out about not being able to show up to a 9 to 5 or even something that, was a 9 to 5 that I created, but that I was still expected to show up and be my best at every single day. And that just wasn't possible anymore. So I remember coming back from this trip, seeing your video, thinking, this is the time. I cannot wait to get on this webinar, see it. You guys walked us through exactly how you do everything. It all made sense. I think coming into this, I definitely have an advantage over many other people in that I have my MBA. I have built a business from the ground. So like I know success and failure, it's the failure is inevitable with a business. You have to be ready to fail over and over and over again before you're going to succeed. I knew coming in there were going to be challenges. I knew coming in it was going to be a lot of work and a big learning curve on my end. And I definitely, anytime anybody asks me about it and they're like, how do you do it? I'm like, I'm still learning. I'm still very, very much learning. I do not feel like I could teach anyone at this moment in time, but I feel like I have a really solid, strong foundation to learn from between you, Sal, and Mark now too. It's been fantastic to be able to check in with him anytime,
Yeah,
have a new game plan, change around. Yeah.
that's so good to hear. And I mean, your journey is pretty intense, actually. Like, I didn't expect for you to say that, but that's amazing. And I'm so happy for you. Like I really, really genuinely am. And also I can tell that you have the right mindset. Like you know that like, business, you have to expect to fail, just exactly, your own words. And it's so true. And I've just seen lately because it's so easy, for people on social media, because they find me on social media, they see the lifestyle and then next video they see is like another girl selling a digital marketing course and they're making it seem
Right.
so easy. And it's like, I appreciate you sharing that it's like, yeah, with anything, right, in business, whatever business you start, like you have to be prepared to not succeed right away. You're gonna fail.
Yes.
You have to get back up. And that's so, so important. So cliche, but it's so important to
But
just,
it's so true.
yeah,
Yes. Yeah. And until you've done it, I feel like it just doesn't even make sense. You don't believe it, and there's
that's
so many barriers to it. And also, another thing that kind of like came together all at the right moment was learning about manifesting and like you guys talking about that. And my background's in neuroscience and psychology. So I found this great book written by a neuroscientist about manifesting and really understanding like the science behind it. And you looking for the yeses, you looking for things that will continue to level you up, essentially. It's so much of the stuff that you say, and anybody that understands this realm of reality, yeah, it's been very cool to be part of.
I mean, yeah, I appreciate you sharing all of that. And I saw you had pretty good results with Prime Day.
Oh my God, Prime Day was crazy. Yeah, I never could have imagined
You
I'd
got
sell half my stock. Like that was wild. That was very, very wild.
Yeah, and you got the overall pick, which is really
Mhm.
cool. So
Yeah.
that's insane. And yeah, that's crazy. I mean, you were sitting on in just 28 units while you were waiting for your reshipment. And then
Yeah, so that's basically what I have right now. I've made super, super few sales since Prime Day, which was expected. And I sold like way more of my blue variation than my pink one leading up to Prime Day. So I had a ton of extra pink. It was great. I sold so much of it on Prime Day then. And now all I have left is pink. So I know that's why, it's just not generating as much at this moment. So basically, like, it's just been fantastic to be able to see what I could sell out quickly, how the pricing could change different things. And then yeah, I think it was on that third day, Amazon just put me as their overall pick, I guess, because I'd sold so much the first two and all my reviews have been so great. And then that day was like 90 sales. I mean, those days were just absolutely insane.
it is
Um,
insane. It is insane. I love too that like you were willing to, test another color because sometimes like that's kind of people are too, they shy away from that because they're like, oh, I don't want to buy it for it. You have to prove it first, whatever. But like you did the pink and the blue, which I think is really, really good. I did that with one of my products. I had similar kind of product, but it just made me think about that because I was like, I remember feeling the exact same way, and I had done pretty good on Prime Day back when I had launched a similar product, and that kind of made me want to like, create different variations of that product.
yes.
I already had those reviews, so that's really great. And yeah, I just appreciate, your consistency and how patient you were with everything, and you just sharing your journey, like I said, and
Well,
cool.
and same with you guys. I mean, I think, it's all a process and both sides have to understand the give and take of like, I know you guys are helping a ton of people and I think that's amazing. Part of what I also love about what you do is the empowering women aspect of it and that like more women need to be in this business, need to be in business overall and like women helping women. There's nothing better to me. And
Yes,
I
yeah, I appreciate you saying that. And yeah, I think it's because like the reason I'm so passionate with helping women specifically is because when I was first starting my journey, the only successful people I could find in the space were men.
women.
And for
Yep.
example, my business partner, Sal, he was launching all these, like every guy I would speak to were launching beauty products. And I was like, what the hell? And they're making like pretty good money. I was like, what the hell? They're men. What the hell do they know about like why do they know more than we do? Like so it kind of just like lit a light bulb in me. And I was like, that's like crazy. We need to like take advantage of this. So yeah, that's why I share it. People always ask, why do you share? I'm like, it literally takes nothing away from me to share this. And I
Yeah.
want to see more women succeed. Like I'm passionate about it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you three questions if you're okay with that. And I just want you to just share what's been your journey with this, okay? First question is, when did you launch your product and how has it performed so far overall? And how much money have you actually made in total if you have it in your head right now, if you know, just with sales since you began? to launch your product?
So I launched in April. We're now in July. The first month, was a little bit slow, but I was right away making consistent sales, which I thought was really surprising. I mean, I made sales before I even had any reviews, and I was, who is buying these bags? This is amazing. But then I started gradually getting the reviews coming in and then more sales consistently, adding in some advertising. The next month, I think I basically doubled what I'd sold. One of the really cool things that I did was the Vine program.
Yes.
First, we did 10 reviews for free. I'd asked Mark if we could do more, and he thought that we couldn't, but I contacted Amazon, did a little more investigating. And if you ask to do more within like a certain time period from when you've started it, you can get it approved for more. So I got it approved for 20 more. And it was amazing because the first 10 I like got rid of over a few days. At that point I only had one or two reviews, so people were still kind of skeptical. By the time I was ready to give away the 20, I think I had like 5 reviews. They all went in one day. 20 people signed
Wow.
up and took them all. And that
Wow.
that was my like first crazy day where even though I gave away all that inventory, like it cost me $15 to ship every single one of them, it still felt like this huge accomplishment of like people see the value in this product and this is going to pay off.
Yeah, that's such a good like starting point. And the fact that yeah, you took advantage of Amazon buying. I tell everyone like just take advantage of it. Like why wouldn't you? All right, I'm gonna ask you another question. Do you think that it was helpful to be a part of the 1% Academy and learn how to do all of this, or would you say you could have probably gone out to do it by yourself?
I I consider myself a very smart person, and I think I could have attempted this by myself, but would I have reached the level of success that I'm already at now? I feel very uncertain of. I feel like 100% it was worth being in the 1% Academy. It's so hard to choose between the million different programs out there, who to go with, who to trust. But I would recommend your program to any and everyone. Anybody who asks me how I did it and what I do, I recommend you guys and checking you out.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. What advice would you give to any girl who is about to start her journey, who just really wants to do Amazon FBA, but maybe she's just a little bit like hesitant and she's just feeling overwhelmed? What would you like tell her?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cliche like what we were saying earlier, but it takes investing in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. If you are ready to make that investment in yourself and truly put the work and dedication in, build it into your routine, like you have to show up as much as you guys are really helpful and your team is amazing. The person that's going to launch it, that woman has to be ready to take it on and has to be willing to put the work in. But anyone can do it. I truly believe that at this point, with the way you guys have broken down each piece so digestible, anyone can do this.
Thank you. Yeah, and that's honestly like yeah, that's the perfect. It's what everybody needs to hear. Like literally, it's just so cliche, but it's so true. It's like you just have to take action. And I also believe anybody could do it. Like I've seen many people from all walks of life do it multiple times, and those are really good, encouraging words. I appreciate that. All right. So yeah, those are the three questions. Now, I want to add something for you, like my tips for you to scale. Looking at your products. What I would personally recommend you do is add on to that existing brand because this is how I scaled, right? And this is how Sal scaled and all my students who have really seen long-term success is like they focused on that existing brand and they added on to that brand. It doesn't mean you have to add like you don't have to just only launch different variations, but keep it in that brand. That way you don't have to go through the trademark process
Right.
again, right? Or create a new logo again. I mean, it's really not that difficult, especially now with AI, but I think it's much easier and it really does help build like, your business on Amazon. It really helps a lot. Next thing I would want to add to that is you did so good with this product, your second one. I would just say the next thing to really focus on, prioritize is just getting more reviews because it
Right.
always helps. So yeah, especially when you are at this stage, is just to continue to position yourself, your product as the very best one in that
Right.
niche. Just read your reviews consistently, and just see, what the customers are saying and if there's any little room for you to improve the
Right,
product.
exactly. Yes.
Yeah,
You guys
exactly.
have driven that home so well. Like I was so excited to figure out And I was so mad at myself that I didn't figure this out before my first shipment. But like my little insert bag, the buttons in it are black. And I had just assumed, I guess, that they were going to be white. That was like the one piece I didn't see in my sample before we did our bulk because we changed things around and it was going to be, another $400 sample order. And it was like, it's fine, just ship it. So somebody put that in their review, and I was like, you're so right. Everything else is white. Those buttons should be white. So, like in the reshipment, I drilled that
And it's
home.
so
Like,
small. It's
what?
like these changes really do add a lot of value to the product, but they're so small and minimal, you wouldn't really think about it unless you just like read the reviews. And it's
Right.
not something that's going to be overly expensive. It's pretty inexpensive to just change the color. So
Yes.
perfect. And
You
that's
didn't
going to
even
be the big,
charge me.
yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. So you're already on that. That's great. And I mean, there's nothing else I can really say. Any questions that you have, feel free to ask me in school, Mark, to continue getting help with him for PPC. He manages my PPC. He's great. I appreciate you for taking the time
Do
to
you
share. I'm really
guys,
happy for you and
do
excited for
you,
you.
I'm curious for like a second, third product, do you help with, do you like have services that you outsource for different things that you can recommend? What pieces do you do versus outsource?
Yeah, I mean, I just focus like sometimes I'll do that, like I'll outsource help with that. But to
Hmm.
be honest, as of lately, I've just been in this creative flow where like I've actually really enjoyed doing product research. So I'll
Right.
just do product research myself. Sometimes I don't even like, let anybody else handle that. But yeah, I'll be happy to share like any resources that I have with you after we get off this call. But yeah, it's just however you want to go about it. I mean, I really enjoy doing the research myself now. The
Yeah,
last,
I'm excited to do most
yeah.
of it myself the second time and feel
It's
pretty
good to get
confident,
like other people sourcing and like looking for you, but I
right?
think I just really enjoy it myself. So just been going at it alone. But yeah, that's it.